Hello, welcome to Grow to Glow. I hope you're smiling wherever you are. And if you're not, just practice this exercise and just pretend to smile. And you know what? In a few seconds, you will be smiling. So today's topic is another question that I had from someone, and it was about wealth. It was about, isn't it wrong to be so rich? They want money basically, but they feel guilty for wanting the kind of money that they're after. So I've named this topic, becoming wealthy um, is not going to hurt anyone. And because I had my challenges with wealth and even talking about it and feeling good about it, it took me years to turn that around. So I totally understand when someone comes from that perspective of feeling that it's bad, it's no good. Because if you grew up like I was growing up, money doesn't grow on trees. Who do you think you are? Only rich people can do this, that, and the other, and you'll never get there because you were never born in. You have to be born into wealth. And all these limiting beliefs that somebody's basically thrown down your throat and stuffed it down on a day-to-day basis. You had no choice but to accept it as your truth. So you come up now into the world ready to live out your purpose. And you get these nudges that you need to go for more, you need to go for more. But then you also have this subconscious program that's saying, no, going for more is greedy. Going for more is going to hurt somebody else or take away from somebody else. Going for more is is going to change you, and all of those things. But if you really think about it, money, if you have a lot of it, it doesn't, money is neutral. It's completely neutral. Therefore, if you are if you are an asshole and you have money, money just amplifies who you are. If you are a really good person, kind, loving, giving, compassionate, sweet, strong, all of that, money is only going to amplify that. So people who have a lot of money, so you come into a lot of money and you're a really kind person, then you find you're going to be very kind, you're going to be giving, you're going to be sharing, you're going to be helping people to come into the sort of wealth that you're into. So whether you teach them how you got it, or you share a part of it with them, or you invest it so that whatever the investment is, then you can share with others. You're always going to amplify who you are. That's what money does. That's what wealth does. Okay. Because wealth comes from a deep core. It comes from something that's inside of you already. It's not just the money. The money can't do anything. It's a piece of paper. It's the emotions. It's the person. It's the character that's inside that is going to determine what money does. Um, so to go back to the point of when you're a kid and the subconscious programs that were placed on you. Um, so if you check yourself when you think about money, what are the thoughts that are creeping up in your head? I never have enough used to be one of mine. I never have enough, no matter how much money I earn. It's like it just keeps slipping through my fingers. What is that? I find some way of getting rid of it. In my head, I'm not getting rid of it. In my mind, I'm not getting rid of it. In my mind, I'm trying to hold on to it, but the tighter I hold on to it, the quicker it seemed to fall. It seemed to slip out of my fingers. What was that? And again, that is something inside of me that felt like I didn't deserve it. I wasn't responsible enough to hold on to it, or it is not for me. Who do I think I am? All of those things that I got told or learned as a child, that program's still there, was still there. And until I started waking up to the idea of that is a program that is sabotaging my life, sabotaging the way I want to live my life. I want to travel, I want to give, I want to I want to just have fun. I want to do what I want when I want to do it. And I want to grow this pot of money. I want to invest and I want it to grow and grow so that I have the freedom to do what I want to do when I want to do it. I have choices. I can choose this or I can choose this. And it's not like, oh, I have to choose one or the other. I can choose all of them if I want to. That's what I wanted. But for some reason, the program that was going on inside my mind was saying, no, 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 that's not how it works. That's not how it works. So, what is your program? You have to listen to yourself. So every time the bill comes in, how do you feel about it? You go, oh, flipping hell, damn bill. Oh, the bills, the bills. You talk about money in that sort of derogatory way. You're like, oh, I got to go to work and earn and grind and earn the money so I can pay this and I can pay that. Listen to the way you are speaking, and the way you are speaking determines what's going on inside of you. It said, out of the heart, the mouth speaks, or out of the fullness of the heart, the mouth speaks. Whatever's in your heart is what's going to come out of your mouth. So listen to yourself very carefully, okay? And that will give you an idea about where you're at. So let me get back to make sure I'm answering this question here. Yes. So it's not going to hurt anyone to be wealthy, because if you had all the money in the world, say you were a billionaire, having the billions it puts you in a position, a very unique position to help many more people. So how's that going to hurt? Obviously, a billionaire that's a total a-hole, that's kind of misery and mean, then they're not going to be helping anyone. But at the same time, their soul's not going to be good. They're not going to be all good inside. They're going to be worried about losing their money all the time. They're going to be constantly stressed. Their physical health is probably going to take a toll on that. So it starts from what's going on inside. And to attract it is the same thing. To attract it, you have to really work on what's going on inside, because there's no way you can manifest. People talk about manifestation all the time. We're always manifesting. The life around you, the things around you, the situation that you're facing is your manifestation. That's what you're manifesting in your world. So whether it's love, whether it's wealth, whether it's great spirituality, confidence, whatever, whether you have it or you don't have it, is what you are manifesting. Whatever is happening, you are manifesting it in your world. Because if you want something different, then you have to change the world inside. You have to change the world inside, which means you have to let go of all those limiting beliefs that you don't deserve it, or it's for other people, or you're not responsible enough, or it's going to change you, or whatever the story you're telling yourself. It's all lies. Okay? Those are beliefs that somebody put inside of you and you took them, especially if they came when you were a child, and you took them on for some reason. Sometimes we don't have a choice when we're young. We just have to listen. We think everything that we hear is true. So we make that our belief. But just remember, your parents were doing the best that they could at the time, but it doesn't mean that they're right. Okay? So you've got to search the truth out for yourself. What resonates really well? What resonates really, really well? Okay? So you're only going to hurt people having loads of money if you are a hurtful person already. If you're a person that's not loving, that's not coming from a place of love and joy and divinity, if you're not coming from that place, then yes, if you're coming from a place of where you're just evil and malicious and wicked and cruel and mean, then when you have the money, you will hurt others, because that's what you do anyway. Okay, you're just going to do it on a different level. You're going to do it because you got money to do it even better than before, or worse than before, I should say. But yeah, but if you're a good person, you are one of those people that really should strive to really clean up this subconscious program and really allow the unconditional love to flow in. Because when your heart is full of love, it is super. I mean, your heart is magnetic anyway, but love is the highest vibration out there. Highest vibration out there. So when your heart is full of love, you're vibrating from a totally brilliant high frequency. And when you're vibrating from any frequency, the heart, being a magnet, is going to attract frequencies that are like it, and it's going to pull those towards you. So therefore, if you're full of love and you're full of all the good stuff, then wealth almost automatically comes to you if that's what you want, if you desire it in your heart, because you're super magnetic and you're coming from a place of love, which means you're going to be using that wealth for good, not just to store it away in a little bag and hide it from everybody, but you're going to be sharing it. You're going to be investing it. You're going to multiply it, and you're going to make sure everybody around you is taken care of in a big way. So if you're one of those people who are thinking, I have this big dream, I have this crazy dream of just winning the lottery, for example. So many people dream about that. But it has to go beyond the dream. It has to come into a belief system. I'm not saying, a lot of people say, yeah, you can't win the lottery. It's impossible. Only lucky people win the lottery. But it's not true. It's an attraction. Okay. But your wealth can come through so many different avenues than just the lottery. It could come from anywhere. Because if you think about it, it's the universal intelligence that's attracting the right thing for our heart. Okay, so whatever you're vibrating at, it's attracting that from the universal intelligence. So it could come in any way. Somebody could leave you a pot of money. Somebody could be a complete stranger. You could just come across something that is worth so much money that you had no idea you had, or somebody might have just given you a gift because they won something and they wanted to share it with you. There are infinite ways. I couldn't even think of half the ways. No one can think about half the ways things can go. When you think listen to some people's story, you're blown away by how they come across the wealth that they come across when they dreamed, because they put a dream out there and they dreamt big and they believed it and they knew they deserved it and they lived in that promise of having it. So they lived as if it was happening in their mind. And so, of course, the energy that they were emitting was attracting that in some way. So don't limit yourself. Okay. And if you find that you have big dreams and you feel like you can't do it, or it's impossible for somebody like you, or somebody like, because I used to think like that. I used to like people like me, you look at all these people, and inside my heart, I'm thinking, I feel like I am bigger than this. So why do I feel so small? There's two parts of me that weren't adding up, that weren't in congruence with each other. And it's usually the subconscious program and the consciousness, subconscious program and the consciousness. And whatever you raise your consciousness to, you raise your awareness to, you can basically use that to rewire the subconscious program. But if you focus on the awareness of who you are, of being a wealthy person, a healthy person, a loving person, a person that receives lots of love, if you focus your awareness there and raise that consciousness, raise your consciousness into this high vibration, then you find that your world completely changed and you're not going to hurt anyone because you're coming from a pure, a clean, high vibration, which is intent on giving back to the world. It's not taking from the world, it's giving back, it's sharing, it's giving love, it's pumping love into the world and raising the vibration on a global level. Okay, so that kind of wealth is very important, and everybody needs that, and the world needs it. So if you're one of those people sitting on those negative thoughts and limiting beliefs, then you need to change them straight away because they're not serving anyone. In fact, that's what's hurting you and everybody else around you. Okay, so I think I have answered the question. But if you have any more questions, or if there's anything that I didn't go over, then please leave a message in the comment section and I will do my best to get an answer to you. All right. So the key is vibrations. Where are you vibrating at? Is it good? Is it a good thing? The idea is, when it comes on to wealth, I mean, I've done videos like this where it's not supposed to be hard. Nothing is supposed to be hard. Receiving love and giving love is not supposed to be hard. Receiving and giving wealth is not supposed to be hard. All of these things should just flow out of you naturally. So if they're not, and this is the same as with your health, you're meant to be expressing full health, 100% health. Yeah, your inside should be nice and healthy, processing everything. Your blood should be nice and clean, all of those things. But depending on what you put inside yourself, again, whatever you put in there, whatever is in there is what's going to be reflected on the outside. It's going to affect the way you express yourself, the way you express life. All right. So it doesn't matter, all of it. It all comes down to your vibration, the frequencies that you're emitting. And your vibration is primarily coming from primarily, it is coming from your thoughts. So thoughts is where everything starts and then eventually ends up into a belief system. And then whatever that belief system is drives your life and you can see it around you. So if you're dissatisfied, then all you need to do is change one thing, change the way you're thinking. So are you thinking everybody's out to get you? You never have enough money. Nobody loves you. Nobody cares. You're not lovable. What are you thinking about yourself? Close your eyes, get quiet, and think. And well, you don't have to think. Just let the thoughts pop in because they'll pop in, and you either entertain them or you don't. And if it's a negative thought, just kind of brush it away and just say, okay, that's not true. That's not true. I am lovable. I am confident. I'm strong. I'm wealthy. I am healthy. And if you start repeating these things, you talk about affirmations, it's not just saying words, but it's repeating these things at a cellular level. You take them into your body and you make it true. You say, it's almost like you're taking a stand. You're saying, I am, because whatever follows I am follows you. So as I am is that universal, that God energy that's inside all of us, which I spoke about in a video recently. So use that power. You're unlimited. That's an unlimited power. And once you let that drop inside of your soul, everything has to take a back seat and stand in the shadows because that's your light. And you carry that light, and that light will shine its way into all the dark places and light them up. So all the limitations that you're having, eventually they will just burn away because where the light is, the darkness can't stay. The darkness can't stay. So focus on that. That is what I use every day. That is my primary thing. When I'm meditating, I am in that I am space because that's where everything is unlimited. I am unlimited. I am all, and I am intertwined with all. I'm intertwined with you, intertwined with everyone in this known universe, the stars, the moon, the earth, the people, the animals, the insects, everyone. We're all a part of this beautiful, energetic space. And when we start learning that life, this is what makes life flow. So the money that you're looking for flows to you easily. Yes. And sometimes it doesn't come in cash form, like money form, but it comes in opportunities and it comes in people doing things for you. It comes in just things just happening for you. You don't have to really do a thing except trust and believe and just let that love flow through you. Just allow that God force to flow through you. But back to the point is, if you come into a lot of money, make sure you know what you're doing with it. Your heart needs to be ready for it. Okay? Because there's a lot of people who come into a lot of money or even make a lot of money and they sit in fear, worrying that they're going to lose it all. And once you have that worry, that is a frequency, that's a vibration, that is a frequency that your heart has to attract. It has to, because that's what's in your heart. That's what's in your system. That's what's in your gut. That's what's in your solar plexus. It's going to have to attract that. And because it's attracting that, then you're going to get that, unfortunately. But now you know you can turn things around and do that. Turn it around and let the wealth come to you. Let the health come to you. Let the loving relationships come to you. Let that romantic relationship with another come to you. Let that spiritual upliftment ascension come to you. And you know, if you really think about it, everything is underpinned by your spirituality. You know, when people talk about spirituality, some people are like, yeah, turn your head away. But if you want things to be peaceful and relaxed, and you want to live a good life and a fun life and a fully expressed life, that's where it all starts. So you need to start opening yourself up to spirituality. I'm not talking about religiosity. I'm talking about spirituality, the essence of who you are, getting to know that person inside, that energy, that life force that lives in this body and drives it. Okay. Most of us are using the mind to drive things and think that that's all we have, this body and this mind to control things. But that's only 0.0001% of who you are. The other 99.9999% is your spirit. So if you're not getting into spirituality, you are not tapping into the infinite being that you are. So when you get into that, you have to worry about money. Money just finds its way naturally to you. But first, you have to work on this. You have to work on this being. Okay, I hope that answers the question. I'm going to stop going on. You know, I could go on about that forever because it's my favorite topic. But also, if you notice that every topic that I talk about always comes back down to this, because this is the baseline of everything. It is. It is the baseline of everything. And if you want to learn more, then our coaching program starts. A 10-week coaching program called Grow to Glow Ascension Pathway starts in March. The 4th of March is the first day, the first week of the program. We're in launch mode at the moment. So if you're interested, follow the link below to the website to learn more about this coaching program. It's 10 weeks of intensive coaching, training, mentoring to get you from where you are, feeling the heaviness, the stress, the pushback of life, of everything that you try to do. It almost seems it's everything so far away from you and you can't quite grasp it. And that's because you need to change a few things. And that 10 weeks is basically helping you to change that, change the energy, change the vibration, get rid of the limitations, and learning how to become who you're really meant to be from the inside out. And then life automatically just changes to match that. And so if you want to know more about that, then follow the link to the website. And I hope to see you in an ignition call to discuss more and do some coaching with you. And if you like this video, please press that like button. Go on, give me a thumbs up. Thank you. Let me know that I'm doing all right, so I keep doing these. And also please subscribe. Every week I put out a video with a question or something on my own mind, or a question from a client or patient or one of my followers. And I basically put my spin on it, what I feel the conclusions and the answers are. Yeah, so that you can watch and you can be enlightened, empowered, and we can basically banter with each other. So leave any comments that you have, any questions, anything that is it really hit you in the right place, or anything that's niggling, that's not sitting quite right with you. All of those things, just anything, just put it down in the comments. I'd like to hear from you. All right. In the meantime, sending you lots of love, big hugs. By the time you get this message, I think I will be in Egypt, somewhere I always wanted to go. It's going to be my birthday, and this is my birthday treat from my boyfriend. And so I am sending you love from Egypt, even though I'm not there yet. But when this video goes live, that's where I'll be. So sending you lots of love, and yes, stay light, stay bright, and remember, get back into yourself and think these things through. Every time something comes out of your mouth, see what does that mean? Is it something positive? Is it true? Okay. Hope to see you soon.